What's good, everybody? It's your boy Tough Kid, and you're welcome back to another video. If you are new here, please make sure to hit down the subscribe button, make sure to like, and make sure to comment. But if you are not new here, you are welcome back to the channel once again. So in today's video, I'm just gonna be going through some pairs for you guys. Market was not really in a good position for me to drop video for you guys. That was why I was quite looking for a good setup for you guys so that you can also trade with me. Now market is presenting us with a nice and quality setup, so I just want to come here and then go through the pairs for you guys so that you can also trade with me. This video is gonna be a little bit longer, so please make sure to watch this video all the way to the end to get the full value from the video, because I'm just gonna be breaking down and going in a little bit deep. I'm going inside it. I'm going a little bit deep, so make sure you keep watching till the end. So without any further ado, let's get straight into the chart. So guys, let's start off from the DXY. As you can see on the DXY, on the daily time frame, the dollar index, after price gain a support right at this region, price push impulsively to the upside, and now price is not ready to come back right now. Price has been pushing a big very hard to the upside. You can see from the daily time frame, you can see this daily candle has already breaking out of this resistance right here, and this daily candle has closed above this resistance here. So now what is going on is, since price has breaking and closed out of this resistance here, that gives us a clear indication that price will push all the way to this resistance point here, and if possible push more to this resistance point here. So now we have a fair idea on dollar index that price is currently pushing very bullish right now. Price is currently pushing bullish right now. So let's go to the gold and let's see what's happening on the gold. So on the gold time frame, you can see after price rejecting this important resistance right here, after price rejecting this important resistance right here, price has been pushing to the downside and more to the downside right here. Price has been pushing more to the downside, and now price has gained. Price has come into a support right here. You can see here was a resistance. Price push all the way to the downside, now eventually end up breaking out of it, testing out of it, then pushing all the way to this key level. Now price has eventually pulled back up to this level, but now the issue right here is that we have this trend line here, this weekly trend line here, so or this daily trend line. We have this an important trend line, this is a resistance trend line here. So now and we have a support right at this point also. Now we can now see price has been pushing. You can see if this on the daily time frame, we can see how the candle has been closing with this bearish candle. You can see this red candle, but you can see the sellers are very high on gold. The sellers are very high on gold, but the overall movement of gold is in a bullish type of movement. But for now, since price is on the support, we'll be looking forward for a proper confirmation to push the market back upside. But since price has rejected this important key resistance zone and now pushing all the way to the downside, and the sellers are very strong right there, Let's move on to the 4-hour time frame. I'm going to show you something. This made me miss this setup right here. You can see here was a double top right here, and then price push all the way to the downside. So now what I'm actually saying is, when price end up rejecting this point, we can go back to this resistance once again. Before a huge drop to the downside. But price is now on the support right here. Price can eventually end up breaking out of this support here, breaking out of this support right here, and breaking out of the resistance trend line, coming back for a retest right here, and then a push to the downside. So I'm looking at gold with two point of perspective. If price is able to do this, then I'm going to do that. So as I explained earlier, let's move on to the next, which is Gbp USD. So with Gbp USD, price has been pushing in the same way. Price has been pushing bearish. As you can see, price has been pushing bearish. Price has been pushing more to the downside right now, and now price is on this support right here. So I just want price to break out of the support, come back for a retest, and then a push to the downside. So that's what I'm seeing on Gbp USD. Let's move on to Gbpjpy. Oh, with Gbpjpy, you can see, let me move on to the daily time frame for you to see the whole market movement. You can see after the resistance of this support region right here, price has been moving bullish to the upside, and now we have come into a region where price has not been moving. You can see after this big impulsive movement, price came here, rejected this resistance here, and now eventually end up breaking up to the upside, creating another new highs right here, and now price end up pushing on to the support, the resistance as a support right here, and then a push to the upside. So now we have come into a major resistance level right here on the daily time frame. You can see we have a resistance here, and now price has pushed up to this resistance level right here. Now since price is in this resistance level right here, you can clearly see price has been consolidating there. Price has been consolidating for a while now. You can see we are in a daily time frame. You can see we have 1 2 3 4 5 6 candles. That means price has been consolidating here for good 6 days, for a very good 6 days. That's crazy, a very good 6 days. And now let's move on to the 4-hour time frame, because since price has been consolidating right here for a good 6 days, that means there's an huge impulsive movement that's going to happen very soon. Now I'm just clearly waiting. This is my box right here. I'm just clearly waiting for price to break out of this box right here. When price break out of this box right here, come back for a little retest and a push to the downside. With this Gbpjpy trade, I'll be looking for just a little bit of pullback, not a huge impulsive pullback, just a little bit of pullback. Then I will enter the market all the way up to this level, So let's move on to Eurjpy. With this Eurjpy, I'm already in a trade and have breaking even. I've already broken even right here. So let's move on to the daily time frame. I will be explaining how I was able to catch this trade right here. So with Eurjpy, price has also been moving bullish. The overall trend of Eurjpy is in a bullish type of movement of the market. And now, since price push impulsively from this level, come back and gain a support at this point, and now you want price to continue pushing to the upside more. Now we have a support right here, price gain a nice support here, and instead of pushing all the way to the upside, now price gain support. After price gaining support here and now pushing impulsively to the upside, now you can see there's a consolidation happening right here. There's consolidation happening right here. After every impulsive movement, there's a consolidation happening right here. You see, after this movement, there's consolidation happening right here, and after this consolidation, there's another huge impulsive movement all the way up to this major resistance right at that point. So now we have come into a clear indication that price begin to push or rally to the upside, and now I'm in a trade on this setup. I'm already in 70 or 80 pips of profit. I'm in profit right now. Let's move on to the 4-hour time frame. So on the 4-hour time frame, you can see clearly after the impulsive movement, after this impulsive movement right here, after this impulsive movement and price gaining correction at this point, you can see there was a support, a support here, a support here, a support here, and now a support right at this point. The reason why my stop loss is a little bit huge is that I was really waiting for a proper nice form of conversation for me, confirmation for me to enter the market. So that result me waiting for price to touch the support here before a push to the upside. So from the close of this daily candle, from the close of this daily candle here, this bearish bullish daily candle, I enter my trade right at this point, and then price has now actually respected the setup, pushing all the way to the upside. Now you can see I've already breaking even with this blue bar region right here around 20 pips. I've already breaking even, so I'm waiting, I'm anticipating for a push from this resistance, this support here all the way to this resistance here, which is 200 pips, and then now we have come into a support, a resistance right here. We have come into a resistance right here. We have come into a resistance right here. Now if price is able to break and close above this yellow bar region right here, this that will give us a good indication that price will continue pushing all the way to this resistance right at that point. Let's move on to AUDUSD. So AUDUSD, let's go to the daily time frame. AUDUSD has finally break out of 8. Like price has been consolidating here. Whoa, for a very long time. Price has been consolidating right at this point for a very long time, and now eventually price has break out of it. This daily candle closed below this support right here. So now let's move on to the 4-hour time frame. In the 4-hour time frame, I'm so happy for this setup, bro. I'm so happy for this setup. So I just want price to retest this as a support, and then this as a resistance, and then a push all the way to this zone or this resistance level right at that point. But I'll be careful on this setup simply because price may consolidate right at this point here. Price may consolidate right at this point, just this point, and not really coming to touch here and then push all the way to the downside. So I'll be looking carefully Here I'll be looking super carefully right at this point here to see what price will be doing right there, and then I will also go in for a nice sell to the downside. But this is a very clear setup. This is a very clear setup. You can see, as I always preached here, you can see this was an impulsive movement. This was a huge correction. After this huge correction, let's anticipate this big move. This is going to be another big move for us, guys. Make sure you don't waste it. Make sure you tap in. Make sure you tap in. Let's move on to Eurusd. So Eurusd has also been playing around. But I'm not actually really interested with Eurusd right now. I'm not really interested with Eurusd right now. Let me see what's happening with Eurusd right now. Okay. So with Eurusd also, price has also, it has been moving bearish. Eurusd has been moving bearish for a while now. Now, as you can see, price is in this support region right here. Since price has been moving bullish, impossibly bearish, coming back. Price is crazy. Price has been moving bearish. You can see from here, price will end up breaking out of this support here, retesting it now, pushing all the way here. Respecting the support here now, playing around here for a while. So we want a break of this support right at this point. A break of this support, support right at this point, coming here as a resistance and then a push up to this key zone or resistance or support level right at that point. So that's pretty my how I see the market right now. There's a lot of potential right at in the market. There's a lot of potential right at in the market. Let's take advantage of it. Man, if you find value in this video, please make sure to hit on the subscribe button once again. Make sure to like and the post notification icon on. See you in the next video. Bye guys.